So the kasare mamne tang so the light Mars butter the butter when sorry butter lamb so that but it means light. So the anyway whatever the light is butter lamb or whatever. It depends on many cause conditions. Many cause conditions. So not the only thing, but like botulism, then the causative phenomena, since there's such a especially object, a particular object attachment, such that the family, this has a friend, this. That thing and object attachment and possessions and your own bodies and those things. So particularly, particularly of your object attachment. So anyway, depending on many cause conditions exist. And I think by going final, it might be, the existing man. This is what I think after to go in the final. Yes, depend rising, gross depend rising, but also subtle depend rising. So that I think the meditation might be like that. But I'll check again. But that, because at the beginning is the emptiness, and then the all the hallucination is the appearance. Then the Juma, the illusion, all this. We're living the illusion. The appearance and what we hear, what we smell, what we tangible object. So the six phenomena, everything appears real, so we are living hallucination. So, Juma, illusion. Juma, Silva, what to do, stops there, what to do on the plant, what to do stops there, or what to do drops on the ground. It's any time, any moment. So they remind the causative phenomena, these things especially when you attach to those. So strongly attached to this, my days, my family, my days, my brother, my sister, my possession, my car, my TV, my all the my swimming pool, my car, that's a particular object, right? So to realize the nature of impairments, like what to do, can be popped any time, can be stopped any time. Really, very, very important meditation. Not just to make fun, not just to make fun. Can't do like unimportant to make fun, not like that. Not to play with child, baby, not like that. Then you must chew down. So that the terminology which you say, the water bubble, is looking very bright, looking very nice. So you see the desire objects looking so nice. So, what woman side, men body, woman side, woman body, whatever. Anyway, there's something, what attachment, this is beautiful, how beautiful is like water bubble, but it can be popped any time. It can be popped anytime. You can't say, you can pop anytime, any moment, any second. So, also in our life, either your body or other people's, and your object of attachment to material, whatever. I mean, whatever beautiful you see, object attachment, or the life of the problem, so it can perish. It can be perished, or it can anytime. Oh. Yeah. So that. Like big cities and high towers look like very permanent. Something appear like that, but earthquake, gone. No, maybe bombs, maybe wars, and gone. It was there, not gone. Like that, many things in the world, tsunamis, and even you see, even without that, in Singapore, one house, just one particular house, just one particular house, it went down. One house, no other house around, but just one house. I saw. I mean, not. I think maybe. Not so actually, but this was on the TV, I think. Was one of that. You see, it happens sometimes. So anyway, so the explain. I mentioned the teaching before, but I don't know where. Maybe here, I'm not sure. So we have translator, Bajayogini, one translator. And before, she's been translated for so many years. Yeah, so she was just, very youthful and very, very youthful. What people would think it's really beautiful and sort of like that. You see? But then, what happened? Oh, no, suddenly changed. Or the hands changed. You see, body become, I don't know what do you call it, what's the name? Arthritis, yes. Arthritis, yes. She was sick for a long time, many years. Painful, difficult to move and. So she believed, what I did. So she thinks, I didn't kill any people. She thinks like that. I didn't kill any people. Didn't say particular, but it sounds like that. I didn't kill any people. Like kind of, you see, negative karma kind of more in that way. Like you kill people or something, you see, more in that way. You see, in the world, one way you can say in the world, what generally people think, this Well, maybe some country, maybe some not. You know. Anyway, but good people, they would think you killed human being, it's very heavy. Yeah, good people. But other people might think, oh, you're brave, you're courage, you're a capable person, you killed human being. Wow, you know, it's quality. So, but anyway, drinking non-virtues, you see, motivation, action done with the motivation, stand by attachment to this life. All those become non-virtue, except circumambulating holy object, Buddha Dhamma, Sangha, Buddha Dhamma as a status to basket to Buddha. Circumambulating, making offering, making presentation, you see. So those things, even the motivation, negative karma, motivation is non-virtue, stand by the attachment, cling to the pleasure of this life. But those actions, circumambulating Buddha Dhamma Sangha, status to skip to Buddha, circumambulating presentation, make offering, things like that. Due to the power of the whole object, then those actions become cause for enlightenment, not only virtue. That's special thing. That's special thing. That's special. So that's special thing. So I think. You see, I built one stupa in Kasadi, Iceland. The one student, the old student, she minted a shamatha for me. Well, I think the silver, I don't know, silver. Lama told her that we should have, of course, 6 years, I'm not sure. Anyway, she opened, Tushita, the Lama passed away. She opened the new house, the room that was built Lama's time. The new house, not all Lama to where the Haiko did the statue, but the outside of that. So, so I lived there, well, I think many times, and so she opened the curtain of the door. Now what should I do? She asked. I said, to build a stupa. I said, to build stupa. So she, very amazing thing. She was able to build stupa. That was an amazing thing. Even whatever I said, she was able to do. That was an amazing thing. So in Iceland, she built. So I went to Iceland to consecrate the stupa. It's unbelievable, windy. But the people who built was Christian people. The group is Christian people. There were only her. Maybe there's somebody from Dharamsala, I'm not sure. Yeah, otherwise the Christian group built the stupa outside. So not in the city, but out of the city. So from the stupa, you can see the city there, Iceland. So when the sun shining, when there's a sunshine, it's very pleasant. So when the cloud comes foggy, then it's very windy. very beginning, before the stupa is built, you need to bless the ground. So there she found the Tangu Rinpoche. Tangu Rinpoche came from, I think, Scotland or something. Yeah, then was she invited Tangu Rinpoche in which Tangu Rinpoche blessed the place. Was good maybe. So after she finished stupa, I went there and then so at the beginning so we offered the stupa to the mayor of the city. So the mayor came and gave some speech. And so much wind, unbelievable wind, snowing. So I did the half of the prayer on the rock, and then half I did in the car in the road. Even the car is like this, So that you see, you have to fill up the throne of the stupa. So it's the same as world vase. So you have to collect, for protection, then weapons, and for disease, very important medicines and the clothing, like 5 clothing for each 5 things. So Buddha or things like that, you see that amazing. So she went in the shop to buy coat and trousers and pants or something. So in the shop, new clothing, so she went to buy and put inside to throw on the stupa. So her parents didn't know at all. Her parents thought this very crazy thing. So the very crazy thing thought, and so anyway, she just finished. Somehow she was able to do. That was a surprise thing. Able to do. That part is very surprising. So what I'm saying is, even though they're Christianity, whatever I can't say the motivation, pure understand by the attachment, killing the pleasure of this life. Pure, I can't say that. But you see, even the motivation is attachment, killing the pleasure of this life, total non-virtue. Even that, but the building stupa with power of the object. Usually, your action become non-virtue. If the motivation is attachment, killing this life, then it's done with the non-virtuous motivation. So then it becomes non-virtue, then it results only suffering. So that's how it works. So if the motivation is unstained by the attachment, clinging to the pleasure of this life, then it's a virtue. The action becomes virtue, but done by virtue of the motivation. So the result only happiness. Happiness. Not only happiness this life, but happiness future lives. At the death time and after next life. So that you see. So they build the stupa. So you see, generally it's like this, but then, due to the holy objects, building the stupa, making tattva, all these things, even the motivation, even the katura done by not understanding Dharma or the Dharma, doesn't know the order means to practice Dharma, but you have only done with the attachment to this life, but Is it making tsatsa or making tattoo or whatever? But it's become virtue, not only that, but cause of enlightenment by the power of the whole object. Power of the whole object, that was Stupa or statue, that from that side, power of the whole object. So it's mentioned by Lama Tsongkhapa in the Chemo, also quoted by Tejapam in the Liberation Palm. The actions becomes a cause of done with attachment to the life, then a cause of samsara, just cause samsara, and except, the actions done, with the whole object. I mean the circumambulation, demi-circumambulation, protestation, offering to the whole statues, stupa, sculpture. So by the power of the whole object. So anyway, just remember that. The Christian group built stupa. So that, but they enjoyed. You see, but during that time they enjoyed. But also, I think maybe Bajrayagini. I think Bajrayagini Kadamba stupa also. Bajrayagini has one. Kadamba stupa, maybe some size or a little bit bigger than here. I don't know. Also I think maybe, what I heard is also among the people, they're Christian. Is it right? Oh, I see. Yes, that's very interesting. And that's very, and then while they're building, they enjoy very much. They like very much the work, some of them. So peaceful, so peaceful. So pure, because it purifies their mind, their life so much, so they create so much merit that they enjoy. Anyway, it's very, very interesting. I heard that they want, if they want to build stupas and they want to come to work, I heard that also. So anyway, what to say? So chur, I would like what the bubble can be popped any time. So after some time, this world also doesn't exist, becomes space. After some time, this world, besides the city and all that, the whole world, there's no world. It exists in just space. So like that. Then, like dream, this causative phenomenon, like dream. That relative with emptiness. And then like lightning. So the dark, then the lightning, then you see, then gone. So when you die, when you die, then you're born human being. You're born human being. You had all this enjoyment and family. Now gone. You had, now gone. You had the human birth, now gone. Or just like lightning. When you die like this. Now it looks like permanent. That every day going like this. Permanent. When you get it, I'm going to write this for a year. like forever, I don't think so, but for a long time, going like this. But you see, Kazakh, modern, that's like that. You had all this Kazakh, the possession, house, property, car, and family, human body, like Latin, gone. We had, gone. Mm-hmm. That it can happen in time. So today, children in the mother's womb, so many died inside mother's womb. Born there for a second, then left, died. All of that. Didn't even born, but dead. Children, middle-aged people, old people. Today, so many in the world, so many people in the world dead. So you didn't die yet. So surprising. So surprising. Unbelievable surprising. You didn't die yet. Wow, 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 wow. You know, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Wow, wow, wow. You see, then body, you see, PP goes one side. I mean, you know, the liquid goes one side, cargo goes one side. You know, also like machine. You know, breathing is amazing. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. It's all like machine. Brain, everything. It's like machine. It's like computer. It's like machine. You see. But you can't say how long it can run. You can't say how long it can run. How long it can function, you can't really say. Until next year, cannot say. By this time next year, can't say who live this world. Who can't say? Maybe I live this world. Maybe I'm dead. Dead. You see? After Zopa, dead. You know? You see? So can't say. Like that. You see? So then after Zopa, dead. You see? With the word dead comes. You see? Like that. So you never know. Even tomorrow, we're not sure. Even tomorrow, not sure. You know, I think the first course here finished, and then one man from Vietnam, first course or second course?
First course.
Huh?
First course.
But he came two times for the course. But he came 2 times. The man from Vietnam, all the way from Vietnam, he came 2 times. Huh? 2 times.
First year.
Huh?
Last day, first year.
Then he must come somewhere, I think. He must come somewhere. I think he came 2 times. So anyway, he came all the way from Vietnam. So he had car accident. Car pulled his body. Car hit his body at the airport. He died. He came to course. I heard one. I think after I arrived afterwards, I heard that. I met the man here at the house. Yeah, so I'm very devoted. And, so anyway, yeah, that. So, can't really say. Kata. So anyway, you see, the translator of so she thinks that, oh, I didn't do any bad things. You see, the whole point is that I'm talking about virtue, this was that story. Non-virtue means the action of the bodhisattva mind stand or possessed by the attachment to this life, to the pleasure of this life. That is non-virtue. The result of the suffering. Yeah, but she thinks, oh, I don't do any bad things. You know, like killed a human being or something. Like the, general people in the world. Some that maybe people concerned, who think it's really bad. But some people think, as I said before, oh, you kill him, you're very courageous, you're very capable. People think that. So she thinks like this. So non-virtue is so simple. From morning as we get up, dressing and washing, from there up to us going to bed, sleeping, and all actions we have a check done with the attachment, cling to the pleasure of this life. So it all become non-virtue. So you see, like that. So even we do meditation with the attachment to this life, to get power and to get reputation, or whatever. Or even you do retreat in the Himalaya mountains, oh, people will praise me, oh, is a good power, or something like even caves, or, things like that, you see. Even you do meditation, not meeting people, even animals, birds. So, even not meeting ants. Meditation or retreat, they become non-virtue. So getting power, reputation, people will praise me, blah, 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 blah. Did not become good virtue, even your meditation retreat. So even you make charity, $1 billion charity to the billion beggars, you make $1 billion charity, but your motivation is simply to be famous in the world, and to get power, so on and so forth, and that you see, with attachment, clinging the pleasure of this life. So all that become non-virtue. Although charity become non-virtue. The non-virtue result only suffering. So so like that. Lama Desha, you see, Lama Desha was already in Tibet, and so maybe going to Tibet or something. So somebody told Lama Desha, tantric practitioner, have Vajra. Have Vajra, practitioner, yogi of have Vajra. But you see, yogi of have Vajra, tantric practitioner, but you see, motivation wasn't, was it, well, I think, I don't know, didn't understand Lamrim, gradual path to enlightenment, and so doesn't know the motivations. You know, the tantric practice to become the cause of enlightenment, to begin the cause of enlightenment, it has to be practiced with the motivation, bodhicitta. With what motivation? The tantric practice become cause of enlightenment. It's about motivation, bodhicitta. And then to become quick path to enlightenment, then it will be strong bodhicitta. So the Kasure maybe didn't know, even one knew intellectually, but didn't practice. There's also many who knew intellectually Dharma, who knew intellectually, but do not practice. So also it can be possible like that. So anyway, he's a yogi of the Vajra, dead, enlightened dead. So fell in the lesser path. Yunshu, you know, the path, in the continual path, the lesser path, hidden lesser path, fell down, fell that. So informed Lama Desha. It's a big surprise. Practice Tantra, but not even Mahayana. You see, not even Mahayana Sutra, so fell from that, the less bigger path. So then Lama Desha said, Pala or something, Pala, in the surprise. But Lama Desha said, also the yogis, tantric practitioner yogis, get born in hell. Lama Desha said, that happened, you know. That happened, or can be born even in the hell, Lama Desha said. So that's all to do with the motivation. So if you're not careful, if you don't know Dharma, how to practice Dharma, if you don't know Mahayana teaching, how to practice, or you may know intellectually, as I said before, perhaps you may know intellectually, but you don't practice. These things come. So, then you do meditation, deity, recite mantras, sort of to get the power, you know, reputation or things like that. Like that. Anyway, since I brought this issue, then I should mention. I should mention also this. So in the past, in the past, Kasure. There happened two great, two monks who did 3-year Yamantaka retreat in Pembo. Pembo is where Lama was born. Pembo, two monks who did 3-year Yamantaka retreat. Also, so one monk died earlier. One monk still retreat, and another monk died. So the other monk who was still doing retreat, then he comes out in the evening time to Drusul, the smell of the food, smell of zamba, to the spirit, to the smell eater spirits, the intermediate state beings. So doing so, then one spirit came out, many hands, many hairs, many legs. So a little bit like Yamantaka came out. Then he asked, "Who are you?" Then he said, "Oh, I'm the monk who was doing retreat before with you." He answered, "Oh, born as Prata." This is what he mentioned before. So, many hands, many legs. That came together. Smell, food smell. He came together. Oh. So he explained, I was the monk. So that. So what happened? What happened is that maybe the monks didn't know how to practice Dharma, how to practice, how to practice Dharma. How to practice, to practice Tantra, you need to practice Tantra with the bodhicitta. Not only the pure mind, unstand by the attachment to cling to this life. Not on that, which is Dharma. But you see, it maybe didn't know and didn't practice bodhicitta. The Tantra has to be practiced by bodhicitta. You see, on the that one, and mind and pure mind, unstand by the attachment, the clinging to this life, pleasure of this life. That's the first thing, very first Dharma. That's the very first basis. You see, then the Kasure motivation became pure, even more pure, because understand by attachment to the samsara, even to the samsara happiness, not desirable, even samsara happiness, samsara pleasure, or understand by the attachment to cling to that. So much more pure. Not only that, then bodhicitta. You see, the third. Then become your retreat. Then becomes a cause of enlightenment. Only if it's done with bodhicitta. Otherwise, not. So, Kasure, that recitation mantra or meditation on the deity or Yamantaka or whatever, if it's done with bodhicitta, then it becomes cause of enlightenment. If it's not done with bodhicitta, it becomes cause of samsara. Even the meditation deity, Tantra deity, sadhana, or the Kasure recitation of high tantra deities, mantra. But without motivation, without bodhicitta, so then it becomes a cause of samsara, because it's done with the attachment to seeking the pleasure of the samsara. Like that. And then if it's done, tantra practice done with the motivation, that which is pure, the unstained by the attachment to cling this pleasure of this life. So then it becomes at least dharma, pure holy dharma. Cause of happiness of future lives, temporary future lives. Or the tantric practice done, retreat done, retreating of I don't know, millions of whatever, all these mantras, whatever. Then the case was visualizing deity of the Haiva. Sadhana, done with the attachment, clinging the pleasure of this life, then it do not become even pure, even holy dharma. That tantra retreat did not become even holy dharma. It became only old dharma, non-virtue. Result suffering. All like that. Also, that's why the monk's friend who died earlier, born as spirit during Yamataka retreat, but not only Bodhicitta, didn't have motivation even with Dharma. That became pure Dharma, the holy Dharma, didn't have that. So done, so you see, because without that, without the holy Dharma, the pure motivation, unstained by the attachment, clinging to this life, the pleasure of this life. So, so anyway, so therefore the question, so become also done with the attachment to cling the pleasure of this life. So therefore, that is a non-virtue thought. Nature of that is disturbing, obscuring the nature of the mind. Not bringing peace, disturbing, obscuring what function? The function that obscuring, disturbing your mind, your mental control. That was non-virtue. Because even by describing nature, it's like that. So non-virtue, you see? So that's why he was born as Preda. Preda, the Lord, you see, and that's. So now the three things that I pick up. If you have done 3-year retreat, if you have less anger, that's a good sign. If you have less attachment after 3-year retreat, good sign. Don't talk other things, just that. simple. Less anger than before, good. Less attachment, God. You understand? Oh, then less problem than before, good. Don't talk so many things, just that. Up to you three. Otherwise, it's just a number, trying to finish number. Oh. You do prayer, just finish number. Then you have name. Oh, this person is here. You see? And so, isn't that? So sometimes this example is monks. It's dangerous, very dangerous. So I have to very careful in moderation. If you're doing the retreat order, if you're doing in the end, not as what is it called? What is translation? The normal, Yeah, not good translation. Le room, enabling action. Retreat. Le room, enabling action. After the retreat, then you can do consecration, 5 weeks, all that. Le room. That's the original translation by somebody who didn't know exactly what it means. Approximately, that means not the actual retreat. Only some part, only nearby. Not really. It's strange. That's not good translation. Enable action, le room. So if you do 3-hour retreat, especially, I mean, whatever number of retreat, 1 month, 2 months, I mean, of course, but when the problem comes, your mind is easier. Not like before, so messy. Even yourself like corn fried, right? Like frying corn. You make your own mind. You make your life like popcorn. So if the problem comes, your mind is more peaceful, more happy, more peaceful. You want the problem? Then it's good. Then you see that before there's differences to your mind. That's good. Otherwise, nothing. They even become worse. More anger, more pride. I've done this, I've done this. I know this, I know that. What do you use? If your mind is, your mind has no more peace. No, I mean, the soul is supposed to have more peace, but that's not more peace. More anger, more mind more violent. All that. Like not having met Dharma, like you don't know Dharma. Like you don't know Dharma at all. Like you had never met Dharma, like that. Your life, your own life. So you see, even you were able, even intellectually you know Dharma, you can explain intellectually. But in the reality, your own life, worse than before you met Dharma. More pride, more anger, more attachment, more so all of that. So then we see kind of then it's kind of the purpose of why you do retreat is lost. Purpose of retreat, meaning of retreat, purpose of retreat. To subdue the mind. The Buddha said, do not collect, do not engage in negative unwholesome action. engage in perfect hallcination, subdue one's mind. This is teaching Buddha. So subdue one's mind. So that's missing. So retreat means subduing one's mind. You have to retreat doesn't finish a mantra. You have to think. Retreat means subduing the delusion, the subjugation thought, the anger, the attachment, ignorance, subduing. That is the basic thing, without talking tantra. You know, the tamangan, the impure, the ordinary concept appearance and those things. Oh, then gross, controlling the gross mind. You know, those things. So that, without talking tantra, just you see, what having done 3-year retreat, or 3-year, or anyway, retreat, there should be some result to prove your mind. There's more peace, more calm, more peace when the problem comes. So the difference between before you begin the as a time before you do the retreat. Oh, big difference. Then that's a good sign. Otherwise, so I have to be careful. I have to be really careful the motivation, as I mentioned. So even you do 3 years or even do whole life retreat, or the motivation is good, or then come born Lord in them. Oh, like that. So if you've done long-term retreat, then you see more peace in your mind. One problem comes, more peace. Less anger, less attachment, less ignorance, all that, like that. Oh, like that. Then that's good. Then so you see, you have to understand the point. Asanga did it 12 years retreat in the cave, but nothing happened. Only when he saw, I didn't see me table there, only when he saw the wounded dog, full of wound at the lower part of the body and full of maggots. Oh, the unbelievable compassion. Then he cut the thigh, was a place there, to spread for the worms to eat him. So by closing eye, then he went to pick up the worms with a tip tongue, and then could not touch. So he opened the eye, then he saw me Buddha. Not, they can't, seeing the wounded dog, the Medea Buddha, seeing the Medea Buddha wounded dog, the karma is finished. That the karma is gone, purified. But generating unbelievable compassion. Oh, then I see Medea Buddha. Oh, that's, you see, so the compassion, the great compassion. You understand? Now, point. Oh, then see Medea Buddha. Oh, 12 years retreat in the cave, didn't see Medea Buddha. Oh, you have to understand well that point. Why? You have to understand. Oh, then you know how to retreat. Then you know how to retreat. What is the importance of retreat? Then you know. Otherwise, people will praise me, I will get by, they just mantra, that I will get finished, mantra, the million vaja, whatever, million, 100 million, whatever it is. And it's a pipe, you see, that, so, you have to think the material, Asanga story. You have to think that, look at that, examine that. Wow! Wow! 12 years retreat, nothing. She didn't see. But on the way, she saw drop, unbelievable compare. Oh, then so much. Think that. Then that gives you understanding. What means retreat? Okay. So anyway, now, how to say? So even now here, I just want to tell this important message. So you see, even you are doing daily retreat, tantra practice, but you see, it should be based on what I said. You see? The first thing then, action object, the health, enlightenment, samsara, nirvana, happiness problem, action object, everything is there. You, whatever action object, your retreat room, house, everything comes from your mind. Everything comes from your mind. This awareness should be always there. A person who was taking care of you, how you see the person, how that person treats you, how you see the person, is also coming from your mind. How you see the person, how that person appears to you, how you see, come from your mind. What the person is being kind or unkind to, what he or she doesn't do what you want. All that appearance is a question of appearance. So what you see, what appears to you, what is, everything comes from your mind. That's the first thing. That awareness is the first thing. Retreat, you have to know what to retreat. That's the first thing. That's the basis first thing. That's the first thing. Awareness. Every day, all the time. Even you go outside or walk or what, you see, sun. Not only in the room, not only in a bed, not only in a cushion. So that is the basic awareness, mindfulness. Then on top, you see. So are action object or the six sense object, you see, merely imputed, like the eye, merely imputed by the mind, merely imputed by the mind. It's like how I explained beginning, see? Oh. Merely imputed by the mind. But you see, negative imprint left of past ignorance of holding true existence. So, projected hallucination, true existence, real, everything, I, everything, six sense objects, senses, everything. So, see, decorated, projected, real, made everything real, to appear real. Not, you see, it is merely imputed by mind, but total opposite to that, appeared total opposite to that, than reality. Not merely labeled by the mind, means existing from its own side. That's the Gachatama, subtle object to be refuted. The person gives view, subtle object to be refuted. That is the correct one according to person giga. That's the correct one, according to person giga. But it's the wrong, that's the Gachatama, the subtle object to be according to person giga. All that. You see, not only that, but then appear not labeled by, even not labeled by mind. Never came from mind. Come from its own side. Even the knowing phenomena, the mind, sense, and as well as the objects, six sense objects, everything. So you see, living that. So it's your retreat, mindfulness. This is the basic mindfulness. Your retreat. Basic mindfulness retreat. Your awareness that you are living in hallucination. Like awareness that dream is a dream, not real. Instead of thinking real, dream the dream. Also, the hallucination, this hallucination is instead of thinking real, like we've been doing from beginning. Now. Doing retreat means subduing your mind. So, because of the mindfulness, the hallucination is hallucination. This is a hallucination. Recognize it. This is hallucination. That which is hallucination. that. Recognizing this is hallucination, that which is. Like that. That. Oh, that's, oh, if you're doing it, I mean, that's daily life practice. Well, even you go for a job outside, driving car, shopping, pilgrimage, sightseeing, even you're traveling east, west, north, south, whatever. But because then you see we're talking about retreat, then especially after that. Especially, otherwise what? Otherwise what? The essence is not there. You know, you're 3 pins apart. It's not there. You understand? Now write down that. 3 pins in your retreat, 3 pins apart is not there. So the retreat your retreat become very poor. You understand? Then, because what I recognizing the hallucination, looking at the hallucination, that which is the hallucination. All this so important. If I make higher noise, then I might go to prison. That you must know, write down, so you can remember, especially when you retreat. What does it mean you're going to retreat? So retreat from self-judgment, retreat from ignorance. Ignorance holding the true existence, action, was not true existence, was not real. Then the other one I mentioned, other mindfulness retreat. I mentioned yesterday. What yesterday or yesterday? Mentioned, you see, basic retreat, mindfulness, the kindness of sentiment. All your past, present, future, every single pleasure, every single pleasure, every single goodness, numberless, the Buddha's holy body, holy spirit, holy mind, in the skies of quality, like infinite skies of quality, all you received from every sentient being, every ant, every mosquitoes, every slugs, every animal, every helpings, every hungers, every human being, every spirit being, every so that awareness, the people who are serving you and all the rest, from where you are, from there, all the rest. The kindness. Where the Buddha Dhamma Sangha came from. That is one basis of your retreat. Write down. Just mantra, recite mantra, the finish mantra, just that. Nothing. So your retreat becomes even so difficult to get time for retreat. So difficult. If you find, then you have to worry about the finish mantra, and then so that so just that. So retreat is unknown. So your exploration is unknown. Unknown. So missed out. So on the basis of that, then practice Tantra. On the basis of that, then practice Tantra. I see. Then there is a practice and there is silence, all that. On the basis of that. On the basis of that. Tell you, write down. Yeah. Okay. So I should go back to what the Latin. If you can do it, even but other than that, I don't know. Other than that, whatever extra, whatever extra, whatever you do. But at least there's two. You are able to do. Wow, great. Wow, you're able to do these two things. Wow, unbelievable. You understand? Wow, you enjoy your life. You enjoy your life in great peace, happiness. Then everything for sentient being. Everything what you do, everything you live for sentient. You live your life for sentient beings. To free them from suffering, to obtain happiness for them. I mean, to enlightenment. You live for them. So with that understanding, then you live for them. You do everything for them as much as you can. Yeah, eating, even eating, sleeping, everything you do for them. Then real good. Okay. Today. Then, but not only, I mean, just I'm pinpointing retreat because you see, yeah, but I'm pinpointing how to do the retreat. But of course, this is daily practice, supposed to be daily practice. If you are practicing Namrim, 3% path, so this is bodhicitta emptiness. And bodhicitta based on renunciation. So that basis on the Guru devotion, not devotion, is the mind. Correctly following virtue friend, and that with the mind and body. I forget with the mind means looking at Buddha. Then by looking at Buddha with effort, in the kunji shiju tinjenje, the kind, perfect one, J, kind, perfect one, Dharmakaya, blast, Dharmakaya. So, the basis, who is the basis of all the quality, all your quality of doing that. Every good things, every pleasure, temporary, ultimate, fearless happiness. Every quality of your mind, quality, every positive, is not called. Every understanding Dharma, every knowledge of Dharma came from Guru. Every knowledge of Dharma, every words, every knowledge of Dharma, every compassion, every wisdom. So, you see. So, the perfectly merit both doing that and usefulness and difficult. So you can relate the whole number. Lower path, graduate, lower path, middle, graduate, lower cabin, graduate path, middle cabin, graduate path, high cabin. Oh, come on, Guru. Oh, so this you are understanding. Now every single quality of good quality of mind came from Guru. Every single understanding of Dharma came from your Guru. So all the realizations. So the kunji shiju chinjenje, tsuchi tempa, lamje zawaru, correctly devoting, correctly tsuchi tempa, correctly following the Guru. That's the root of the path. Lamje zawaru, that is the root of the path to enlightenment. So, we taught in action. My mind was thinking about it. Taught in action. So, I taught it by looking at the Buddha with much effort, as much as possible. So that's why I'm quoting this one. I didn't finish. And by saying wow, to my with many efforts, to my with many efforts. You see, we always think, you see here Lama Tsongkhapa said, from your side, effort. We normally think to see good quality only from there, from the object side. Is truly existent, from there, you see. Oh, then all the criticism, all that comes from there, not from you, from there. So you see, normally we think, expect everything to come from there, positive and pure from there. You see, that's all that. You see, not thinking that depends on from effort from your side first, your side, then comes. You see, no, not think that. You don't think evolution. You think everything just from your side. You don't have to. Everything comes from that pure. You see, realization comes. You don't have to. Everything comes. You see. So you see, we do like this. So that for that. Then you charge. I did so much. I did. Nothing happened. Then in Nalanda, one monk. I heard from Basili, one monk who studied in the Geshe Kasang, Geshe Chamba Tekjo, Geshe Chamba Jaso, the very profound teaching Lama Tsongkhapa Tang Lekshin, the definite and interpretive. Good explanation, essence of the good explanation. So they started, and Mother Mika started. What does it say? After all that, Buddhism didn't give me happiness. Buddhism didn't give me happiness. Not thinking is lack of your practice. Lambrim. Renouncing attachment to future life, renouncing self-chasing, renouncing ignorance, holding true like this. Even Lamrim, without thinking that, without accepting that. Or those you hold very strongly. Oh, then study words. Oh, this. Oh, that Buddhism didn't give me happiness. You understand. I heard that from I heard from Bizli. He served Lama also for some years. You have to know these things. This thing happens. Oh, I do this. Oh, this means oh, I don't think it's true. Maybe sometimes it's possible. Or maybe this is not true. What? It's possible like that. So, see? So, anyway. Oh, see. Never question your practice. The essence of Dharma. You see? Never question. Then you see, you expect, like I now explain, oh, everything, realization, everything comes from outside, you know. You see? Without you don't have to do anything. Oh, everything comes. Then the thought comes. Buddhism didn't give me happiness. I didn't find happiness in Buddhism. That comes. The same. You see, now here same. So Baba to my yi with a many efforts from your side. Level tongue Baba to my so with so much effort, so with much respect, with great devotion, so place blessing to follow, to happen with great devotion, place place bless me to bless, transform the mind. So all that, you see, Baba to my ye. The Lama Tonga mentioned all this. Oh, that, you see. That contains all the answers that why you try for a long time, why realization not happening. All that. So, then you see, then you see, you know, then never practice patience. You talk about patience. As we study Dhamma, you talk about patience. But yourself, when somebody bothers you, or somebody's look at you some strange way that you don't like, or, with the eyes, big eyes, or, I don't know, big eyes, bad or good, I'm not sure. So, anyway, way of speaking, you don't like, and, somebody angry or somebody. But you see, get angry. Well, so many times, so easily get angry. Never, no thought of practice patience. So anyway, you see, really, so you do so many things, practice, and this, but never, you see, never practice patience. when somebody gives problem, or they, kasure, you know, so I get angry so many times a day, or 1 week, or a month, or so. So then you see, we don't know who is Bodhisattva, who is not Bodhisattva, who is Buddha, who is not Buddha, we don't know. And then, if you, well, I mentioned again, this what I mentioned some other night, I said, do mention different time. So anyway, I mentioned tonight, so very important one is, you see, if you want happiness, you don't want suffering, you must practice patience. I was talking, even you don't believe reincarnation karma, somebody who doesn't believe reincarnation karma, only this life. Even that person needs to practice patience, because if you don't practice patience, you don't get along with your wife, or with your husband, or with your children, or with the parents, or you see, your friend, you don't get along. The friend, you become enemy to the friend, or the friend become enemy to you. So then get separated, and so then you suffer. Then you suffer when your friend become enemy to you, when you become enemy to your friend, and then suffer. So all like that. So even you don't believe reincarnation karma, so you need to pray. Therefore, you want happiness, then you need to. You don't want suffering, problem, then you need to practice patience. So that to have a good relationship, your relationship to last long, with their parents, with your family, friends, and so in general, you see. So others do not become enemy to you. You need to practice patience. So if you get used from anger, then you see everybody become your enemy. Even the friend become enemy. So like that. So therefore now, you see, we believe the reincarnation karma, so forth, and Dharma, so want to practice Dharma, then if you want to practice Dharma, patience so important, so important. So if you who doesn't know bodhicitta get angry to somebody who is bodhicitta, then you angry 1 second. You got angry in 1 second. It's kijitik. Kawa tongto sakpai, jindang deshik chola so. Gundang deshik chola so. Kijitik jumper che. So kawa tongto sakpai, jindang deshik chola so. So the merits collected, you made a charity. You made merits collected by making charity for 1,000 eons, not years. Eons, for eons. Matter of the gone to bliss one. Matter offering to gone to bliss one, that's Buddha. Chala so offerings to the gone to bliss one, and so forth. For 100 for 1,000 yuans. So, geometry destroys in 1 second. So that means you don't have bodhicitta, somebody was bodhicitta, if you get angry in 1 second, then you see 1,000 eons you made charity for sentient beings, or you made offering to Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. All then you see all that totally destroyed. Totally destroyed. Now that's the only Bodhisattva, you see. What about now Buddha? Higher than that. What about Buddha? Wow. You get angry 1 second to Buddha. Wow. You know, then there could be, I don't know, 1,000 eons, and then it can be, I don't know, 10,000 or I can't say. So it can be 10,000. Like I haven't seen yet. Definitely, I like that quotation yet. I didn't see that you're resting anchor 1 second to Buddha destroyed. It could be that 10,000 eons or negative, after 10,000 eons of good karma, after the virtue, merit, get destroyed in 1 second. You are getting angry, do that 1 second. So it could be even more than that. Then after that, 10,000 years, because 100,000 years, we're not sure. Then after that, Buddha, as a guru, after Buddha, then there's most powerful holy object. And then numberless Buddhas, then one guru. That's right. The numberless Buddhas, then one guru. That's the most powerful whole object. Sorry. One day, 1 hour, minute service. Unbelievable. You collect the highest merit, most merit you collect. This is the numberless Buddhas. Then angry or heresy or negative karma, the guru. And then 1 day, 1 hour, minute, second, that could be a million, I don't know, can't say, I didn't see the quotation, that million eons of merit could be destroyed in 1 second. So amazing. Also the shortcomings like this, but also merit was how much we call it merit is the most number, highest number. Amazing. So every minute, every second, all like that. So therefore, you see, so you see, one thing is that I've done this retreat, that retreat, there so many. You see, this practice, that practice, this preliminary practice. You have so many story what you have done, but you see, mind is still the same. No, nothing developed. No, less anger, less attachment, nothing. When the problem comes, you have more peace, nothing like that. or even the mind becomes worse, or like that, you see. Before, when you begin that, when you meet Dharma, sometimes it becomes even worse. How you about? Oh, you see. So that's because you see, even we do, even possible to become Dharma, pure Dharma, is so difficult. Even to become pure Dharma, but see, you could collect merit, but then sooner or later, anger, heresy, or anger rises, destroy the merits completely. Sooner or later, anger rises to somebody, and then merits destroyed. Blown away and destroyed. You did collect some merit, but that's sooner or later destroyed. Oh. So the cause of happiness is always destroyed. You never practice patience, and then so rare to practice patience, then you destroy the cause of happiness. But you want happiness all the time. For that reason, you practice Dharma, you learn Dharma, you practice Dharma. But then, because we don't practice patience, then you don't practice patience, then you. Then always destroy the cause of happiness, the merits. So nothing happens. So therefore, so difficult. So the realization not happening. All that, you see. Have to know that. So important to pay attention. That's real practice Dharma. So, every day, even 1 year, if you practice one-time patience, that would help to not get angry. If you're going to get angry, but not get angry, practice patience, that would help at the time of death. Even that Dharma practice will help when you die. It will help. That will help. And that will help you when you die. That will help in the future life. To be free from samsara and to achieve enlightenment, that will help. So like that. So Katsure, so if you get angry 1 second to a bodhisattva, then this is 1,000 eons of good karma, that merit to get destroyed. And so like this, that's one thing. Then you make to be reborn in the lower realm and suffer for 1,000 eons. To be reborn in the lower realm, to suffer for 1,000 eons. And the other thing is it delays to achieve realization. If you're going to achieve bodhicitta next day, or realize emptiness or renunciation or whatever it is, you see, then you delay it for 1,000 eons. 1,000, not year, eons, delayed. 1,000 eons, delayed. You have to know these things. So, if you don't practice patience, what happens? If you get angry let angry Oh, then you don't bodhicitta get angry, somebody was a bodhicitta. 1 second, if you get angry, then 1,000 eons have to suffer in the lower realm, and also postpone the realization for 1,000 eons. Oh, I have to know these things. They're so unbelievable, so harmful, the anger. So harmful. They destroyed you completely. That. So I think that's so important. Kashuri. So if you're able to practice patience, then see as much as possible, that's good Dharma practitioner. Even just that, very good Dharma practitioner. Okay, so then like the clouds. Also while you're looking at the clouds, and then it's changing. So your object of attachment, the family and all these things, friends, and then your possession, then your what cherishes most your body. I mean, there's numberless Bodhisattva, in this. So the numberless sentient beings, from there, you cherish your body most from them. There's no cherishing their body, but among all numberless sentient beings, the whom you cherish most is your body. So, then she akasara, what to say? What to say? I forget. Yeah, so this is changing, impermanence, like clouds. While you're looking at it, changing. So you look at the clouds, then you stop looking at it. The next time you look at it, it's gone. It's not there. All like that, you see, all these cultural phenomenon thing that you have most attachment. It's like that, like clouds. Also, okay. Yeah, I think maybe so I think maybe stop here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. One question? Huh? Yeah. Yeah.
Rinpoche, could you explain how seeing past negative karmas, the circle of three, the agent, the action and the result, seeing it in emptiness, how seeing in emptiness actually purifies the past negative karma?
By meditating on the emptiness, or
By looking at the action and the result, the karmic imprint, and the person who created the karma in emptiness is supposed to purify that karma. How does that happen?
that is samasa. Vacuum or broom, you do like this, then how does it clean the garbage? I mean, the dust. So, you see, yes, all the sufferings, samsara, suffering pain, suffering change, temporary pleasures, all the samsara, temporary, and previous compound sufferings, all came from the root ignorance, holding the I truly existence, was not. So the meditation on emptiness is the only thing, emptiness only. Tongpa Ni Shunyata. It's the only one directly sees the ignorance, root of samsara. Oh, that's only one, not bodhicitta. That directly sees is the wisdom realizing emptiness. The ignorance. So then that's how you can be free from whole entire, the three types of suffering, samsara, infinite oceans of suffering, hell, oceans of suffering, hunger ghosts, then animal, ocean suffering, human, ocean suffering, asura, and so you're being free from all that. The root, and then remedy the wisdom realizing emptiness, eradicate ignorance. The root of all suffering. So that's why it's pure. That's why it purify the defilements. So that's that, because that sees the ignorance, that purifies defilements. So powerful, very powerful. Bodhicitta help, but do not directly cease ignorance. So that's why arhatas, they can't achieve enlightenment. So only realizing emptiness, only up to that stage in nirvana, but not enlightenment. So like that. So the Kasvara, it is similar also. You see, how does a negative karma, to be reborn, Lord, out of the negative karma is being suffering in the human realm, like possessed result, creating results of the cause, creating results of the cause, and because I experiencing results of the cause. So it's it's a negative karma. So see, I mean that's negative way, but so the emptiness that cut the root, everything in the suffering. So the power is the power of the mind, emptiness, mind. So broom or vacuum. So whatever is dust, it cleans with dust. So the power of that material, that's the power through that. So that's all I can say.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Do anybody has more things to say?
Well, Rinpoche, until we get the wisdom directly realizing emptiness, still in our practice, we, to oppose the negative actions, we look at them in emptiness. But if we haven't directly realized emptiness yet, still, by seeing the circle of three in emptiness, will oppose or weaken that karmic imprint? My point
Yes, yes.
the karmic imprint has always been...
Negative karma, yes.
Yes, it's always been empty of inherent existence ever since it was created.
Yes. Yes.
So
it's always empty.
So now when I meditate and I look with regret and see the action in emptiness, does that affect, even though I don't directly realize emptiness, does that still weaken the power of that?
Yes, yes, definitely, 100%.
Good.
100%. 100%, yes. 100%. As much as I think, I would say it this way, as much as close to person gave you, I mean the emptiness is much close, and they're much more powerful to purification. So that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, could Rinpoche... Could Rinpoche please explain, when an action is created, how does it actually imprint on the consciousness? What is that process where it actually gets imprinted in the mind?
How does it what? How does it?
Yes, how is the imprint made in the mind? When it says your activities leave a karmic imprint in the mind, what is that actual process of how it leaves that effect in the mind?
그래. I think if you practice, if you practice compassion, then I think it'll more. If you practice more and more compassion, so it leaves more and more positive imprint on the mind. So then, that's how it developed compassion from that imprint. In this life or life, you are able to develop it from that mind train and compassion, but also by living imprint on the mind. So the life, the mind can be more developed in the compassion.
But Rinpoche, what's the actual process of how the imprint is made? How does that work?
Imprint the mind left that with the machines. I think I think it's you see, for example, somebody who harmed you in the past life, somebody who harmed you, killed you or something past life, so leaves a negative imprint, actually fear, very strong fear. Is the effect left in mind. So this life, when you see that person, suddenly you get fear. No reason, but you don't know anything about this life. But you suddenly, just by seeing, you hate that person. You hate, just by seeing you get angry, or you hate the person. Or you get so scared to see that person. But you don't know what happened this life. You have no explanation of this life. So that's from past life. The imprint is came from that. The person that sent them being killed you or something. You see that. This happens. I think, sorry. Yeah. I think was a Lama, some English Lamas. Some Tibetan government, I think, in the past, some harm to that past life incarnation, some torture or some harm. Then this life, you see, by seeing those government people, so some government people, you get much fear. But this life, there's no story. So things like that. But you see, it happens even for ordinary people. That. So seeing that person very afraid, or suddenly, just by seeing the use, gets so strong anger, things like that. So there's nothing to show with the eye. Oh, now imprint left in the mind. Oh, there's something material. Oh, imprint left in the mind. There's no something to show like that. Like a little bit like Western way, sort of, eye to see with the eye. That's how follows. There's no mind. You can do like physical to mind, like that physical table. This, there's nothing. But that's how it happens. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Rinpoche, you explained many times already, I heard it many times, the star.
Huh?
The analogy of the star, you know, in the prayer we do, the meaning of the star in the emptiness.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I still didn't understand.
Yeah. Is it Dhamma? No. Not Bu. It's not Dhamma. That doesn't contain Dhamma subject. On the table. That square one, not Dhamma. Well, I think that my iPad contains the or the many teachings. So it's that same Dharma text. So have to put, can't put in the bed or the down or the. So I have to respect to put higher. Yes, very common to put glass on Dharma text. Because even Tibetans, not all Tibetans, but maybe there who don't know, but who are like the Sense Rinpoche, or they don't do. But yeah, so Dharma text, you can't put glasses or malas on top of Dharma text. You have to respect, you have to treat it as the Dharma holy object, because it reveals path for you to liberate from samsara and achieving enlightenment. So you have to respect true control, rare sublime Dharma. You have to respect. You can't put glasses or mala on top of Dharma text. Yeah, that's for some people become habit to put on Dharma text, the glass malas, the material, so can't put on that. Well, it was chapter children, which I don't know when. I think Sarah or LNB or I don't know, somewhere, Pajapan. Huh? Even Rinpoche said, even your hand go around, not on top, like the like a tree or mark things like that. Can't go over the top text like this. Go around. So Rinpoche explained, I don't know where. So that becomes disrespect to go over the text, Dharma text. So the also need to respect rare sublime Dhamma. So you have to recognize the text. It is said in Lamrim, the refute part, where you practice the expression the kapulapcha, the instruction that ought to be avoided, and instruction ought to be practiced. So it's part of that. So, yeah. Those things are very important to know. It's a simple thing, but it's very, very important. It pollutes the mind. It pollutes the mind and obscures the mind. And so respecting then creates much good karma. I was thinking like that. Not always remember, but the chitamja. Maybe that. Not always I remember, but like when we offer scarves to the holy object tangas, sabjan yang balhai, this soft jam, thin, soft, light, divine dress. The inseparable are the holy body. Then here, for the text, when you put the cover, when you offer the cover, then michidochi sunyela. So holy object, michidochi kunyela, michitebe, that one, with the interest of devotion, I offer this. May I achieve the Vajra holy body? But you can say, may I also achieve the Vajra holy body? So here, when you put the cover, the Dharma text, then Michitoji, Sunyela, Michitebe, that one, with the interest of devotion, over this, the instrument, holy speech. Dada Samja Tamja, the may I also is a Bhaja holy speech. So you recite and you offer nicely. Jabja Rinpoche, you see, whenever he finished prayer, whenever he finished prayer, then you see, very nicely cover the text, so nicely cover the text, and then tie, so nicely. And it was very interesting. One night I was sitting with the Rinpoche and Sarah Che, the commentary, His Holiness was giving commentary of Dongdun Mijek. Dongdun Mijek Kasa, Kalsang. Dongdun Kasa Mijek. So he's one teaching that. It's a long time ago. I didn't get Chamba take just time. Get Chamba take just time. So I was sitting next to Rinpoche. And the English also doing the same thing, like past life Rinpoche. So nicely offering. So nicely. Binding so nicely. It's same. It's very interesting. The past life, now the thing also doing the same thing. Oh, that's very interesting. You see, this was a lot of holy objects, so create a lot of mystery. Each time, as much as you can do that, wow, a lot of mystery you could like. Then, dedicate person thinking. Okay, so, what are you going to say? So, yes, the sunlight, you see, there's a star daytime, but it's covered by sunlight. Covered by sunlight, so you don't see. So the emptiness, as I mentioned, the everything is empty, mirror labeled, empty because from its own side, because mirror labeled by the mind, exists in mirror name, mirror labeled by mind. That's the reality. But of course, as I mentioned, past negative, the ignorance left a negative imprint in the mind, and then that project, the first secondary level, then next secondary, the project decorate hallucination, illusion, it exists from the side, not a mere level of mind, but not on that, but not on that subtle one, but even Rangjiba's Gakcha, Savatangtri view the object of reputation, there's or the not leveled by mind, it truly exists from its side. So it appears like that. So everything covered by that, the hallucination, eye, action, everything covered. So karma, okay? All right? Then you try to remember, write down, ask and discuss with others who can explain, okay? So then you understand, then you learn more and more. All right? Okay. Yeah, okay, that's all. Yeah.
我三心不给就是。
这家门道照着照人间年的见报的，三界净土没得我也这个呢，想了这个。
说这次罗梅库塞拉天见能个真的求救。
也把道路走的标他们所尊敬的，道德真就。Due to all the past, present, future marriage, material marriage, Buddhas. May the Bodhicitta be generated. May the Bodhicitta be generated in the hearts of all the sentient beings. Every single sentient beings, whoever wants a mother and being kind from beginning to rebirth. Every single sentient being, which my mother being kind, numberless times. So they have a Dharma, they do Dharma. The general things there, they run a karma, so then they took care of me. So the actions because thing motivation, attachment, anger. So all the actions have become near karma. They suffered so much in the 6th realm. So much of them from beginning to birth they suffered. Then again, you see, as long as the samsara, they suffer again, create negative karma, and then suffer again endlessly. And then also myself, as long as samsara, then get born, then that suffer. So anyway. Bodhicitta to be generated in all the heart. And then Bodhicitta to be generated in the heart of all the sentient beings in this world. And Bodhicitta to be generated in the heart of in this world, all the sentient beings in the world, and the sentient beings in America, and the President Trump's heart, Bodhicitta to be generated, and all the people who come into the sentient beings who come into the centers, the epicenters in America, and all the staffs, all the students, all the staffs, and Bodhicitta to be generous in all their heart. And then Bodhicitta to be generous in the heart of all the students and all those who are from my promise prayer whose names given to me. And Bodhicitta to be generous in all their heart. And any sentient being who see me, touch me, remember me, think of me, who hear who mention and who see picture of dreams, and then in all the heart, Bodhicitta to be generated in all that, and the Bodhicitta to be generated in all of our, in all of our heart here. Even the families were dead, already dead, and living on. Bodhicitta to be generated in everyone's heart. And although in whose heart Bodhicitta generated, may be developed, and may even achieve enlightenment as quick as possible. Changyo Sanjo Rinpoche Amade Bana Dejo Chen Jeba Nyamba Meba Kanye Kondo Bewara Then Kasura to realize emptiness, the meaning depend rising, that realize depend rising, in the meaning of emptiness only. Oh, Gonde Ranjia Dunza Meba Da Junde Dende Loa Meba Penzo Game Drozo Jawa Lodro Gonde Dowa Jinde Kanre Goe Shingan de Bantan de Wa Malu Juan Jere Sewa Den Den Jatu Yi Jabe Sidi Abadu Den Joji Doni Ninja Sundo Jebe La Zande Chanja Tandra Changna Bamo Tende Jatu Ala Sondes Telando Jo Dona Gombo Jere Sewang Seje Davia Jangar Kanje Yonso Yaja Mola Kanje Batesa Tenji Yodo Jawaranz Changna Peme Jela Duze Jadazo Ninge Suzu Arana Kashi Ndebe Chebe Ranyebe Kuza Chocho Jasu Tasu Jo Mechu Seche Jabe Jela Tende Lua Mebe Demba Tanta Kela Santabe Tutu Anda Tengele Dela Yo Well, well, you see, when you see somebody, I mean, before I said it negative way, but you see, when you see somebody, that country, that place, when you see somebody, the first time, we never met this life before. But you feel so close to that person. You feel so close to that person. That is the imprint from past life. How do you explain that? Without talking that, how do you explain that? In the Western way, how do you explain that? You know? You see, it could be next life, it could be billion eons ago, zillion eons ago, a connection with that person. So, because that, so this life, that country, that place, that person. You see, looks like you met before. Looks like you met before, and you feel very close to that person. So, how to explain that? I mean, I think Western ways are some atom, something. I don't know, but you see, that person. But I mean, you're born somewhere else. You're born in Tibet. You're born in some other country. I mean, not in the same family of that person. No, I was totally born somewhere else. I don't know how the Western science explain. I don't know, but it's Dharma ways. Oh, in the past, many billions of years ago, so I had to work close connection with that person. So the imprint left in the mind. So because that, then when you meet this person, you feel very close. So that among the many people, particularly that. Yeah. That. I mean, you're born not the same family. You're born somewhere else so far. You can't say, kind of, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Somebody they explain in the Western way, scientific. But you see, now I forgot. Now many in the not only East but Middle East and many countries, children can remember past life. Old people can remember past life. What about what do the scientists? What do they think that? It's all hallucination. You think it's all hallucination? You know, it's all hallucination. So that's what do the scientists think that? So my own is I don't remember past life, but I'm sure I did a lot of prayers and collected merit, so that I can teach few words of Dharma in the world. You see, spread the Dharma. So I did a lot of prayers, collected a lot of merit. So anyway, I don't remember our past life, but what I believed, just very simple understanding, simple the experience of the some understanding, when you meditate or something. So I believe that in the past life I did meditate. I don't know, but I believe because I did meditate in the past life. So, yeah. So result of that. So there are others, many others can remember. So recently, one rich family's son died. And son died and was born just down below family. And it was grown up lived. And he remembered all the parents, past life parents. And then he explained, and he went in the house. And he went straight his past life, the son's office, that family office, son's office, where he does computer. And he went straight in that office, and he said he remembered computer. He remembered computer. Immediately he played the computer. He didn't have to learn how to do. Immediately can remember. That basic thing, of course, due to a clear mind can remember, but basic thing is left. Basic thing is left imprint in the mind, and then can remember. So you can immediately can play computer. Oh, this happened. I think it's only some years ago in the Mon, Kandula mentioned. Yeah. Then the family, this rich family paid I don't know, 1 lakh or lot of money to the next family, where the son incarnate, there. So they paid a lot of money. So it's happened like this. So immediately he goes to office, son, past life, the son's office, goes straight there in that computer. So you remember everything. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah. Sureka, Tikayamati. Oh, yeah. Oh, didn't due to all the past, present, future merits collected by material merits collected by numberless, 3-time merits collected by numberless and numberless Buddhas. Which is appear real, which is hallucination. May the I who appears real, which is hallucination. Then achieve the Buddha, which appear real, that's what's hallucination. Then lead the sentient beings who appear real, that which is hallucination. To that Buddhahood, which appeared real, that which is hallucination. By myself alone, which appeared was real, that which is hallucination. Jamal Bave Chita Jamba Dogunda Zambo Deya Dejunda Dada Gunde Gawa Deda Tamje Radungo Duzin Jebe Jawa Tamje Jungo Agan La Tudungo Vaya Dage Keve Samo Juje Radungo Aranji. Okay. Jumde de Jawata Jamayang Tavazoya Singanamanazo Jawalaja, and Jesamba Samba Jimokunda Sambalaja, Zola Diatom Vegetava, Bodane Swam, Durazam, Diatom Vegetava, Bodane Swam, Durazam, Diatom Vegetava, Bodane Swam, Durazam, Diatom Vegetava, Bodane Swam. Dam gets what I don't visit the but the next one, Dam, Diadom visit the but the next one, Dam gets what I don't visit the about the next one, Dam gets what Jawata Jaman Tapazo, the Nemingela Bidu, Javala Jazola, and some other. And Jawata Jaman Tapazo, the Nima Tamalanda, Javala Chazalo. Mejun Seche, Jave, Chelabdan, Tende, Lua, maybe Damba. Tagala Santa Betu, Jananda, Mambe, Nikundu. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Through illuminating all your appearance dispels the darkness. Your clear mind knows the 84,000 heaps of Dharma, the power of the remedy to the 84,000 delusions. You're proclaiming dependent arising itself.
This is a long prayer at the Kandala Road. Kandala Road. And this chanted in Bhutan by Bhutanese people, singers. Bhutanese singers. There was one long life chanting made by one singer of Bhutan lady, but she made a lot of music. Don't rule the prayer, but it's prayer, but don't rule the prayer. It's like a song. But the young people, they like the family, and that I went to see Bhutan. The young ones, they like. They say, but the minute I heard, and there were a lot of music. She didn't realize it was sort of. Anyway, it's not here. This is recently met in Bhutan. One abbot of the museum and the family doctor. I think they was organized, and one man, woman. I think they met. They met the tune. I'm not sure the tune, but they met. Two different tunes. The controllers, the prayer, the long prayer. So it was too early, but I thought it might help to relax for you. To relax when the mind is maybe not mind, not too tight. It's not that tonight, but mind too tight to relax. It might help. I thought. I just thought like that. Okay, yeah. Okay. Good night. Yeah, okay.
So remember, we've taken precepts today until sunrise tomorrow. But before sunrise tomorrow, we'll be doing it again. Anyway, your stomach will be reminding you that you've taken precepts, so when you feel hungry, rejoice that you're creating so much merit by keeping the precepts, and also feel compassion, particularly for the pretas who can't get food for thousands of years. Okay, I think that's enough. 5:45. Thank you. Oh, and remember the silence till after lunch.